What did we learn today? Day 52. Where are we at? Jekyll Island, Georgia.
Kate, what are you doing? Here comes Miles. Miles, come.
It's hard to believe that 2025 is almost over. That nearly a year and a half ago, we bought an empty van with this idea of leaving everything behind to start a new life. And now it's our reality. But the question we constantly get is, where are you going next? After the new year, where are you headed? Well, that's a good question, but before I tell you that, it might be important for you to know why we did this whole thing in the first place.
We are currently in the Charleston area. We're at Isle of Palms. We've been letting the dogs run amok on the beach, and now we're gonna stay in this area for probably like a week. Would you say week and a half? We're gonna be here for Christmas and the New Year. I was kind of like not sure how it was gonna all pan out. There's not like a ton of overnight parking options other than like Cracker Barrel. There is this national forest that we found, so we're gonna try that out. And there was like 1 or 2 harvest hosts that we might be able to give a shot to. So might do a little bit of bouncing, but we'll make it work. But for now, we're just gonna sit and read and listen to the waves and just enjoy it.
In 2016, I had a calling I knew I couldn't ignore. I sold everything I owned to backpack around the world. I spent 5 months in Europe, 5 months in South America, just before I became really sick and knew I needed to stop moving for a while. I came back to the United States, bought a car, and drove around for 4 months until I landed in Denver. After losing my job in 2020, I had no choice but to leave because it was too expensive to manage on my own. I moved back to Florida to get back on my feet, which is where Jason and I's story began. We moved to South Carolina. I got a new full-time corporate job, got married, bought a house in the suburbs, and did everything society tells you you're supposed to do. But quietly in the background, something was happening to me. My soul was slowly fading away. The fire of my creativity was extinguished. I stopped making music, I stopped writing, I spent every hour either working or cleaning, only to repeat the same vicious cycle every 24 hours. It turns out the calling I had back in 2016 wasn't just a moment in my 20s. It was my truest self begging to come out. The one that says she wasn't meant for the typical. She wasn't built for the picket fence and the stagnancy. She wasn't meant to live a life where her joy and creativity were told to be put in a box and to color within the lines. Who I am is a woman who is meant to live amongst nature and treasure experiences over HOAs. To fill my life with memories and love and people and stories and laughter and play, to experience the joy that was taken away from me time and time again. So after a lot of hard work, a lot of tears and hard decisions, we built the van, we sold the house, and now we're heading west as we look for a new place to call home.
This is why we do this. This is not the only reason why we do this, but this is one of the reasons why we do this. It's Sunday, the Sunday before Christmas. It's 60 degrees outside. We've been bouncing around the southeast, staying with the weather. The dogs are running free, living their best lives. I mean, it can't really get any better than this. Did you go in?
No, I mean, I went into my shins. That's as far as I went in. It's probably like 30 degrees.
How do you feel?
Amazing.
Why did we decide to sell our house and live in a van, in a tiny little van with our 2 dogs? Like, why? Why did we decide that we wanted to poop in a box in our van and live? And this is why. I think that I'm realizing is that like during the week, it's actually pretty hard. This whole van thing is really hard to juggle 9 to 5 working and where we're going to sleep. And every day it's a new chore of doing laundry, and we have to dump our pee and we have to dump our gray water and we have to make sure the dogs are good. And we also need to be taking care of ourselves. And there's so many things that we need to be doing. But then after work and on the weekends, we get to do this, and that's pretty phenomenal. And it's also like pushing us in ways that I don't think that we realized we needed to be pushed. He's really embracing the waves out there. I'm very impressed. Another reason why we're doing this is because we want to save money. We do eventually want to be planted somewhere. We want roots, but we had student loans. We were in a mortgage that was like, we basically were just working, paying our bills, and that was pretty much all we could do with like our one vacation a year. We are almost to a point of eliminating our debt, and I'm not including the van in that. So after that, our plan is to just save and save and save so we can put a down payment towards probably land, but perhaps some like really cheap fixer-upper that we will eventually turn into our own little version of a homestead. But for now, while we save money and while we navigate these new waters, literally, we're going to enjoy this. Where's my husband? How was it?
Cold still? It's wonderful though. It feels healing.
Good. Maybe I should give it a try.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give it a little bit.
I don't want to give it a little bit. I'm not.
Okay, go.
My body, my choice.
My.
I should not.
Ooh. I don't know what that was, but it's big.
Will he find it?
Or a jellyfish.
Imagine if you just picked up a jellyfish.
Oh.
Now I'll say this, van life isn't as rosy and beautiful as it's made out to be. The truth is that 2 weeks ago I started to feel burnt out. Between an extremely busy time of year at work for the holidays, visiting family, taking care of the dogs, taking care of ourselves, and just learning how to navigate this new way of living in a van, it's taken quite the toll on me and Jason. So when Jason asked me what I wanted for Christmas, I told him the only thing I want is a full 24 hours of uninterrupted time in a hotel. Clean sheets with no sand or dirt in them, a hot shower, nothing expected of me and nothing needed from me. To sit in bed, watch movies, and eat a pizza with a glass of Maker's Mark. So that's exactly what we did.
We're going to be giving our dogs what we thought was going to be a bath, but the hotel that we're staying at does not have a bath. It has a stand-up shower, so we're going to give the dogs a shower. So this is going to be interesting. All right, here goes nothing.
Miles.
There you go. Miles, you want to come in? You want to give me his collar? How can I help? There you go. You're doing such a good job. Miles, you're being so helpful. Look at just pushing up again.
What?
You're so cute. Oh my goodness, buddy. It's worth it. It's worth it. How you doing in there?
Good. I'm getting there. I can't really move the water, so I have to move
Here you go. You like it?
him.
He's so cute.
Give me a second.
And he's just licking his lips. And everything's so wet. How cute are you, bud? Brace myself for him.
That worked.
I have this map I've been carrying around for years. Jason and I decided to use it as a way to keep track of all the places we want to go and people we want to see. And now it's time for us to really start thinking about what happens next. Where do we want to go once the new year begins? Van life is so much more for us than I think people may realize. It's a bridge, a means to find our way back to ourselves, to build the future we actually want, not what we think is expected of us.
So we're in this general area, and we're going to bop over to Greenville, head up to the Asheville area to visit a friend, probably bop over to Tennessee area and kind of explore there, and then we're just gonna slowly start making our way. Choo, 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 choo. Pop over to Austin, visit some peeps, swing over this way, and then kind of just follow the weather is the plan, and kind of figure it out from there. As you can see, there's a lot more out west that we want to do. But again, we don't have like a diesel heater or anything that's going to like help us through the winter. So if you have any recommendations of places we can go in like January, February, early March that you think would be good for us to visit or to explore as potential places we might want to like look at land or houses or anything like that, let us know. Put it in the comments. I'm so curious because we're really excited about exploring up here, Northern California, Oregon, right here. We're even curious about this area, but we can't really do that right now. And then even potentially upstate New York, but that's like later. But anyways, yeah. So that's kind of the journey.
Are you guys ready? Are you ready?
How about you? You're still wet from your bath. Your shower, I mean. I need to brush you now. You gonna let me brush you? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We get to have another Christmas together.
We do.
We do.
I think we need to be careful as we talk about the new year and entering into 2026. There's a lot of conversation that happens this time of year about needing to change ourselves, to fix, to improve something about us that could be better. And I've spent a lot of time trying to be better. But now I realize that's one of the most hurtful things I could have asked myself to do. Saying I need to be better means there's something wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with me. I've experienced many versions of myself over the last 35 years, and what I see now is that change isn't about right or wrong, good or bad, better or worse. Healing, growing, and changing is about listening to who we are at our core and how we can live more in line and authentically with that version of who we want to be. The real us, not the version everyone says we have to be.
What? Oh, you did it! Stop. Thank you for gracing us with your presence.
All right, bye.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
So maybe when we talk about 2026, we can talk about it as a journey towards becoming our truest selves. Rather than changing something about ourselves, maybe it's about aligning more with what matters most to us. I'm excited for 2026 to enjoy the process of searching for our new home. They say it's about the journey, not the destination. And with every new chapter and adventure I find myself in throughout life, I'm learning how this couldn't be more true. So this year, I just want to continue exploring, learning about myself, writing and filming and storytelling, building on our marriage, playing with our dogs, traveling, making new memories, all while we take on this adventure of finding our new place to call home. It's going to be quite the journey, so thank you for being a part of this ride with me. And I guess with that, let's see what 2026 has in store.